Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. Welcome to Crypto Wars. What up?
What's going on?
Not much, brother. I just got some mail today that maybe we'll introduce here in a little bit. But I do want to say, well, I'll just wait till I'll get that out here in a little bit. All right. So first of all, little house cleaning opportunity.
We do love to clean the house.
We love cleaning house. Crypto
I
fam,
know.
smash those likes. That's the simple thing you can do. X out of live chat if you're in mobile. That's how you do that. If you didn't know, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the bell notifications. NFTs, guys. I know NFTs are slow right now. We just put the QR code up on the screen, but guess what?
I mean, I don't know what other
Point
NFTs
one
people want to
ETH.
buy.
Dude, I don't know how the 0.1 ETH isn't worth it to come on. I know the first two people that came on to Flipper Hodl ended up with a small amount, but the next time we play, it's almost $3,000 that we're
Not
putting
just
up.
that, they're also getting 25% of the mint if they get the winning trader
Yeah.
in their NFT. So
Yeah.
25% plus whatever that trader is offering,
That's
whether
for
it could be
mine.
a
That's
whole
for
month of
yours.
ChartPrime.
Yeah, that's for the winning trader, they get 25%. The freaking all the stuff that they're offering up. So, guys, I know you've heard us harping on it, but
Let's
it's
harp
there.
on it a little bit longer here. Let me play my little violin. But with just the bank offers from Flipper Hodl, you can make back and some from what
Well, that's a
one
good
NFT
point.
cost.
That's a
Because
good
all the
point.
bank offers,
The bank offers have been
the
more
numbers
than
are
that.
so high that the
Uh-huh.
bank offers start around like high 200s, 300s in the first two rounds.
Dude, you could get the NFT. You could come on, have the opportunity to win even more. That basically you could get it for free and get a bunch of other stuff. You're right. That's a good point.
That's right.
And especially now, because we were at 1900 and some change. Now we're going to be at 2900 and some change. The bank offers are going to be even higher because the math just maths, right? It's just going to continue to exponentially be higher because there's higher numbers on the board. So those bank offers are going to continue to get higher. So chat, just throwing it out there. If you guys are interested, check that out. We'd love to have you. And also pinned in the chat, we have our link for ZoomX. Trading Wars has been going. Guys, we've almost got season 3 set up. I know it's been going fast. We've got a great cast that we're working on for season 3. So we're really excited about that. We even have a female coming on for season 3. Can't tell you who, but I'm just letting you know now. We have a woman coming on season 3, which will be a first for the show. I'm excited about that. Get a little bit different, maybe
Gotta
a little
get
bit.
some diversity in here.
That's
bro.
right. It's 2023, diversity and inclusion. You know us. Okay. Let me jump into the chat real quick and say hello. Green Day Profits. First day in a while. He is first in the chat. Green Day Profits. Good to see you. Said Bitcoin having a solid day. Yeah, well, for some people, we'll talk about that here in a couple minutes as well. Cryptoholic Love 35 in the house. Astro Crypto Gamer Caffeinated Crypto. The Art of Pi. And Justin Eubanks in the house. So thank you guys for being here. A lot of you are longtime followers, listeners. We are revamping. Crusader, you want to talk about we're kind of revamping the Discord? You want to tell people about that?
Yes, sir. So, like I said, I did mention to the people in there, big changes are coming to the Discord. I'm going to be restructuring how the Discord is set up and working. We're going to have different sections. We're going to have a section for the NFT project. We're pretty much creating a community Discord along with the NFT project that we have going on, so they can have, they can synchronize and live together, versus just having the NFT Discord. So the guys that have the NFT will be in a certain section of NFT that only the NFT people will see. And then the community that wants to jump in for trading wars and talk about competition and talk about trading and talk about whatever, they have their section. The people that want to jump on for Flip or Hodl and excited about that have their section, and they can just be talking about whatever is happening within our community. We're also looking for mods. We're looking for people to take some initiative in our community, not just in the Discord, but also here on the channel. So all of that's going to come up through the Discord as being able to participate as we get to know you guys and hang out together. Obviously, we know a lot of people already as well, but whoever wants to take that responsibility, let's chat about it in the Discord. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to throw some wrenches your way. You can dodge a ball, but can you dodge a wrench? I think that's the dodgeball saying. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's check out the markets first, and then we'll get into this huge trade and give you some information on that. We have got the global crypto market cap at, drumroll please, is that correct? 1.43 trillion with a T dollars. That's up 2.07%. Bitcoin's at 38,131, up almost 3.5%. Same thing with ETH, $2,060. BNB at 230 bucks. Well, I skipped Tether because it's holding strong at $1. Good news. We're going to talk about Tether later. We've got XRP up, Solana up, Cardano up, Dogecoin up, and Tron
Everything's up.
down just a hair, basically.
Talking about going up in crypto, if you guys want to check out, I posted a video earlier today about 3 cryptos that can 10x. So if you guys want to check that out, go check it out in the channel. Obviously, hit that like, share it out to people. I think it's a pretty good video. It's a pretty solid. It has some risk management, low cap, mid cap, and high cap.
Yeah.
That can all potentially 10x. So definitely go check it out if you haven't already.
We're going to be doing more of those too, guys. We've been doing some research into projects in the background. We want to kind of, like we said, we've been doing some changes around here, and we want to be able to. We're trying to get ready to make 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever we can make on this next bull run. And so we're trying to load up for that, and we want you guys to be a part of that. That's part of the point here, right? We want to have fun. We want to entertain you, but we also want to give you guys the opportunity maybe for us to do some extra work that might be able to help you with your portfolio. So we're going to be doing that. Shout out to Green Day Profits with a $10 super chat. We hadn't even mentioned this yet today. So thank you, for Green Day Profits, for the super chat. He said, let's get on that there, baby. We appreciate you. Every dollar that you give in super chats is going to put your name on the wheel. So I've got you on there 10 times, Green Day Profits. So far, actually, since it just started yesterday.
Let's go, baby.
You've got a 10 out of 12, so you have about a 90% chance of
coming on. I mean, dude, it's $2,900. If you guys
80%.
are not excited about $2,900, that is over 1 full ETH right now, right? That is literally almost
like
an ETH and a half.
1.5 ETH,
yeah,
almost
an ETH and a half of opportunity. Obviously, I know we've had 2 episodes. Nobody's taking the big money yet. It takes time. It takes strategy, right? A lot of people don't like taking bank offers because there's only 300, 400 bucks. It's too low, but 300, 400 bucks is great.
Yeah.
But you never know when you can hit that big number. You just never know. Actually, I think we should play around today on the show just so that people can remember, right? Maybe we get lucky and we do win, or maybe we don't. But it's the part of the game, right? You got to manage your risk as you're going into the deeper rounds.
Yeah, I think as this number gets exponentially bigger, we were talking about for Christmas being able to give away a large amount. Even if somebody comes on for Christmas, yeah, I know, I'd love to do it. Even if somebody comes on for Christmas and there's a large amount there, even just somebody saying, you know what, a bank offer, $1,000, I'll take it. Like, hell yeah, dude, an extra $1,000 for Christmas or whatever.
That's a great point. Think about that. $10,000 on the table, possibly, right, by Christmas time, and the bank offers are going to be enormous.
They're going to be stupid
because the smallest numbers are already going to be in the high hundreds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be way different because think about it. The bank offers right now, we're coming up to maybe 300 to 400. They were like 300. Let's just call it $300 on 2K, right? So that's 1/7. So literally, the bank offers will be over $1,000 at that point when those offers come up, unless I guess if you just pick the top 5 cases right off the rip and did, you know what I mean? But the chances of that are
but even then, I think the lowest numbers would still be
close
to $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Lowest numbers.
So if you guys want your name on the wheel, I know you hear us talk about it a lot, but the goal here is not for us to kill you guys with super chats. I want to be really clear about it. The goal here is to get somebody a boatload of money. Like, that's what we want to do. And so yeah, if you're interested in that, just make sure to drop those.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, just a quick little glimpse right here. This is Flip or HODL, our own version of Deal or No Deal and Want to Be a Millionaire combined together.
Yeah. All right. So where do we want to start? Do we want to start with let's start with the Tether, because that's going to explain where the market's at. Then we'll maybe take a look at the trade and whatnot. If you guys are looking for this big trade, I'll give you the info on that in just a second. Let me start off with Tether because it's important to what's going on in the overall markets, and we'll go from there. So Tether's USDT supply is up 4.5 billion with a B dollars in 30 days. The market cap climbed to new highs during November 2023 as tokens in the broader crypto ecosystem and DeFi recorded price sprints due to significant cash inflows. So check this out. That's all I'm going to read from the article, because basically the article is just saying, hey, there's 4.5 billion more, USDT there. Why would that be, and why is that good? Well, traditionally, when we see more Tether being printed, it means that there's a large amount of what we just saw in the article, cash inflows.
Money
so Crusader,
inflows, baby. That's
if
right.
a bunch of money is coming in to USDT, why is that bullish for the overall crypto space?
Somebody's getting ready to buy and spend some big dollars, bro. Some big dollars, and usually that goes towards Bitcoin. Obviously, it sprinkles in, you know, it's the whole sprinkle system, and eventually comes down to the altcoins. But the majority of that money is probably going to be heading into Bitcoin. We all obviously know we've been beating this dead horse. The ETFs are coming. People are getting prepared. Institutions are getting prepared. Companies are getting prepared. Countries are getting prepared to buy Bitcoin. Right? The Argentinian president that just got elected this week, right? Javier. I can't pronounce his last name. Milei, whatever his last name is anti-central bank. It says it's not negotiable. He's getting rid of central banks, and he is wanting to incorporate some type of Bitcoin cryptocurrency freedom money.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in the space, and it's important that we understand how these markets work. If it's your first bull run, if you came in during the bear market, just strap in, because it gets nuts. Okay. All right. So you want to talk
about this trade, because things are happening here.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick,
we got this downward pressure here, right? Kind of, you know, a little Fugazi, little.
We're on the 1 minute, right?
Yeah, we're on the 1 minute. We're kind of breaking out over here. You know, possibly, you know, we have some room to run up, right? We got a green dot over here on Market Cipher.
Money flow's coming up.
Yeah, money flow's going up a little bit. We could have a little retest here, or the breakout before pumping. But if you want us to jump in on this thing, you gotta let me know. If we retest, we jumping in or not.
Let me see a 3 minute real quick.
3 minute?
Yeah.
3 minute.
Same
Los
thing.
3 minutos. Pretty much same thing. Downward pressure. We're getting a green dot here on this candle that we're printing right now. You know, we came down already. We have some room to run back up. 5 minute. Somewhat same thing. Let's see. This
kind of flat, making a little bit of a turn.
Yeah, making a little bit of a move back to the upside.
Right, let's go back over to that 1 minute. We are looking to get into a trade right now.
It's moving. It's moving on the 1 minute. We might have missed it, unless we have a retest of the breakout. We might have missed the opportune.
I'll tell you what. Here. Real quick for let's do this for the chat. Infinite Wisdom wants us to take a peek at ETH. Let's take a look over at ETH real quick. We probably know what's happening over there as well. It's probably going to be similar. Do you not have ETH pulled up? Okay,
I have it pulled up. Here it is. Right. This is ETH. Obviously, ignore everything you see on the chart, because none of this is proper information right now.
Oh, because you had. I'm sorry.
I had to set it up. But we're seeing some very similar price action here, as you guys can see here on the 1 minute. See, same kind of trend to the downside. We're having the breakout right now on it. Things are looking good from Market Cipher. ChartPrime starting to have run up here. So yeah,
okay.
You know, we're trying to break out, try to get this previous week high of 2,074. This is pretty much the same exact chart as Bitcoin.
Magic's got it right. You ready? Here it is, right here.
Go ahead.
Right here. Magic's in the chat. 150x, flip a coin and YOLO it.
Let's go, baby.
All right, so listen, Magic. You know what, Magic? Here's the deal, right? So I thought that we were going to be doing effectively that. Not flipping a coin. We were going to analyze and see what we could do here. So I said, hey, Crusader, we're going to do, I told him right before the show, right, what the title of the show was, and because I set that up and whatever. And he's like, yeah, we got a small problem with that. And I was like, yeah, what's that? Well, I'm kind of down on a couple.
I've been getting my ass kicked these last 2 days, bro. Every time
I thought we had $1,000 sitting there, plus that we were about to 150x and have some, you know, whatever.
No, sir.
We're a little bit lower than that, so it was not deceitful, chat. Okay,
Day one on Monday, we were up $100. Day two, we are down $600.
Yeah, it'd be like that with trading.
Between yesterday, the rest of the day yesterday, and today in the morning, it's been no bueno, my amigo. No bueno.
And all, you know, crypto fam, you've heard the other traders talk about this before. And Caffeinated Crypto, I'm going to hit you here in just a second. You've heard the other traders say, like, you have to earn your stripes when it comes to trading, and part of that is losing, and it's a reality.
At this rate, I'm gonna look like a zebra, bro, because I got more stripes than a black belt at this time, bro. I've been getting whooped.
Yeah, it's part of it, but the reason that you come on, the reason that you watch
Here's the
Trading Wars, the
breakout, by the
reason that
way.
the reason that you get involved is because over time you can learn indeed how to become a successful trader like some of the other people that you see on the show.
Not like me, but like the other people that come on the show.
Caffeinated Crypto just put you 10 times on the wheel towards Flipper Hodl. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Let's go.
Going to answer the question too. In your opinion, what do you think will happen to Bitcoin when the halving happens? Do you think the big players will manipulate the market to go down since the consensus is it's going to the moon? Let's both answer. Crusader, you can start.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. Can we see dips at some point? Maybe, obviously, but they're going to want to ride this wave up and push it as high as possible. Rather they can, right? They're just like us, right? They're degenerates, just like they just have more money than we do. But they're pretty much the same way. They're going to want to pump the market as high as possible, get in as many people as possible, ride that bad boy until it finally can't go any higher, right? We were talking about it earlier before the show started about the big short, about the real estate market. How degen was that back in 2008, right? Ride that bad boy to zero to the where it can't go no longer until the wheels fall off. Yeah. I think the same thing is going to happen here with Bitcoin. I'm not saying that we can't see a pullback when the halving happens, right? Anything can happen. But I think the next bull run, it's just going to explode. There's just going to be so many things happening. ETF, not ETFs, countries, companies, Bitcoin, regulation coming in. Everything that we've been waiting for, I think, has been building up for, presidential election has been building up to this point. The moon cycles, everything's lining up. The stars are lining up for a massive pump action.
My only
then collapse, I guess.
And then a collapse. My only differentiator that I would say from Crusader, I do think that we're going to see huge movement. I do think that we're going to see positive inflows of big money coming in. I do think that we're going to see all-time highs. I think we're going to see all of that. What I've been talking about, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, you hear it now. I think that when the big players come in, they play what I've talked about as the big money games. And so I think that we actually, and people have argued this with me, and I could totally be wrong, right? We're not on here giving you financial advice. We're here to share our experience and our opinions. And my opinion is that we are going to see some wild volatility as well as part of what they're doing, not because of how the money is going to so much come in from the different various places. They have the opportunity with these I always forget what they're called. They're called cash creates, right? Crusader cash creates. Yeah. They got these cash creates, and they basically have to leverage to create these cash creates as part of the ETFs. And so I think that with them understanding and knowing on the back end the kind of money that's coming in and out, I think it allows them to play games with these markets, even though they almost know the end result of the money coming in. In the meantime, they can scare some of the money out. I think that some of those games are going to happen as well. So I think we need to be strapped in, is what I think. I think we need to be prepared. Well,
it's going to be a bumpy ride. Movement. It's not going to be a smooth sailing to the moon, right? When you get on a rocket ship and you go to the moon, they're not just there gliding their way out there, right? They're like, right? That's the ride to the moon, right? So you got to get prepared for that.
I'm definitely clipping that. I'm going to just turn that into a short right there. Just that part right there. They're going to be like, is this man having, having a seizure on the show?
Got to strap in, bro. That's how you ride a rocket. Hey, you know, it ain't like you're playing patty cake on that rocket.
Smash the likes, fam, if you haven't already. We appreciate everybody for being here. Make sure you got that bell notification on. Yes, that exactly, David. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, for sure. So we're going to see a lot of that action, I believe. But overall, I think we're going to be up and to the right on a macro level because of the money coming in. All right. Let's look back at that chart real quick.
So we're having a little bit of retest here. We could have a retest, or it could just collapse. I don't know. This is the 3 minute. It's looking good. It might come back down. Could give us an entry point. I mean, but it's just, you know how it is with these lines, bro. You can draw this thing anywhere. It can be like this. It can be like this. I would tend to say that it's more of this
because you're
angle.
touching multiple.
You're touching
times
a lot more angles, a lot more candles here.
3, 4, 5, 6. You're touching 6 or 7 candles there.
We could have this. Could be the retest. This could be where we drop back down. Maybe
drop that to the 1 minute.
Point.
How close are we?
We're still pretty far.
We still got a nice little move that would need to happen.
The actual breakout candle is holding a little bit of support here, but obviously Could come down to it. We could jump in. Obviously, in the 1 minute, things were a little overbought. Came down, started to take a cooler.
Yeah, money
we
flow
could,
coming out.
Yeah,
but that's on a really short time frame.
we're
We might
really
see this
close
retest.
to this previous week high, man. I mean, it's good chances that we front run it just for a few, like less than $100. There's a good chance that we come back and tap it and touch it. And if we
Chat.
do,
What do we think here, chat? We want you guys to be involved in this trade. We're considering right now. This is about to touch. Let's see what what are you on, the 1 minute right now?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay,
Oh,
let's see what
it's touching and it's penetrating at this point.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking
Red
that
dot coming down.
red dot on the 1 minute. What are we at, a 3 minute and 5 minute?
If we break lower than, if we break this structure here, we're going to break the structure of it, and it's not going to be bullish anymore.
And it's gonna be a downward.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some
we
downward
could bounce
action
here. This could be the perfect bounce, right? We had a lot of support here, but we have to see how this candle closes.
All right.
So yeah,
chat, throw it in there.
Oh, the 1 minute. Well, the 1 minute is showing a little bounce already. See.
Yeah, but we go down to the 5 second and we'll see all sorts of bounces. Remember the size of the candle we saw in the 1 second chart earlier today?
The 5 second is looking bullish to me.
These super short time frames are tough. I don't know how.
Oh, look, big squeeze to the upside here in the 3 minute. Dude. We got 1 minute left on it.
I don't know how Jason Casper trades those time frames. I mean, they say that it's the same idea as trading anything else. So
it's just faster.
It's just a lot faster. You got to be able to get in, get out. I think we're going to jump into a trade. I was, again, not trying to be deceitful on the title. I literally thought that we had a different amount in the account at that point than we did.
150K is definitely not on the table right now. So maybe yesterday, but not today.
Yeah, but not today. So we'll figure it out. Let's see here. Crypto Wars, I gave you the play, boys. Solana hit that $58 and bounce. Well, Crypto Pollo, shout out to you. Remy says that Biddy, aka Bitcoin, looking like about to dump, but I'm looking for another pump before it does. But what do I know? Well, we don't know, Remy. We don't know you. So maybe you do know, and maybe you are giving us some fantastic analysis. We would not know, though. All right, while that's happening, while you're kind of keeping an eye on that, one of the things that's been pumping over this last, man, I kind of want to
gotta be decisive here.
I kind of want to hit this trade.
We look long or short?
Trade. I mean,
I'm letting you drive this one.
I personally like to short in a down in a down market. We've been up. All
right, so you want to short? Whatever you say. 45x, 100x. How many x's are we shorting?
How many x's are we shorting? Let's do $300. Let's do $300.
All we got is $300. That's the whole bag.
So we got the whole bag. we got $300. Well, I mean, what are you thinking here? You thinking we're still going to get this bounce on a long?
I would go long. I think we're still going to get there, but I'm freaking wrong all the time.
Yeah, well, you know what? This is tough. Let's short this baby. Let's short. Let's short this. Let's short it on the way down.
What's the take profit?
Where are we at? Right? Let's just short it. Let's just short it all the way down. What did we just do? 50x or something?
45x.
45x short. Come on, baby. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock. Look at that. We're in a green already, baby.
We're Again. Oh, we're up a buck. $2, almost $2. Let's go, baby.
Keep an eye on that, Crusader. Keep an eye on where we're at so we can talk about
$8, baby. Let's go. Up $8.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. It is on, and we are ready. We are going to short this thing to the floor.
Activated.
We're headed back down to 32K. All right, and we're gonna watch it happen within the next 35 minutes. We're gonna have a big fat bag after this thing dumps all the way down to 32K. All right, cool. So while we're keeping an eye on that trade, Crusader's going to keep an eye on that in the background. Crusader, let me know if we get to above, like, what, $60 profit. Like, just at least keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's likely, but
well,
we're up $2.
If that thing keeps headed in the right direction, baby, we're going in the right direction. Let's talk about gaming for a minute, chat. Gaming has been, obviously something that was huge last bull run, but I think it's probably going to be bigger this bull run personally. And a bunch of the
it's
gaming
gonna get
tokens,
bigger, dude.
yeah. So the gaming tokens have been getting big. Crypto tokens tied to video game projects and platforms are some of the biggest gainers among the top 100 by market cap over the last week. Axie Infinity, ApeCoin, and Illuvium put up considerable gains. Axie had a hot week, rising over 12%. It popped a nearly 6-month high over the weekend, hitting $7.55. Dude, the prices on these gaming coins took such a huge dump. Like, the whole market took a huge dump, but some of these gaming coins took an absolute just pounding, right? Why do you think, Crusader, why do you think that the gaming coins are going to do even that much better on this run than they did last run?
The gaming itself is just exponentially growing more and more and more. We've seen what Fortnite's accomplished. We've seen what all these gaming companies have been able to accomplish with time. I think it just requires that time. That's what it requires. And that simple fact is what's happening in the blockchain here, and just trying to figure out how we're going to do crypto gaming, how we're going to actually get a play to earn mechanism that is profitable and sustainable at the same time. And it's just going to take trial and error, right? But it will get there eventually. Just how gaming wasn't the same 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
it's not going to be the same in this cycle or the next one. And it's only going to get better and better because gaming is not going away. It's only growing more.
No.
And dude, people, I am personally a fan of like the horse racing games in the crypto space. We had Zed Run last
Run, yeah, I
cycle.
remember that. Yeah.
This next cycle, there's another one that's been coming out. I'm not gonna mention it on here, but there's another one coming out here. There's another one that's out already. People are playing it. I'm trying to do my research about how to get a horse and how to figure it out.
It better be better than Pinky Smalls. That horse was trash.
This game is way more dynamic, way more intense, and like the turf matters. Like if the horse is rotating to the left or to the right, it matters. Like the course, like there's a lot of more aspects than just Zed
Is it
Run.
an NFT game?
Yep. Yeah, it's just like it's just like Zed Run, but it just has more dynamic to it. So there's a lot more research involved when it comes to it. So I think crypto gaming is gonna do fantastic this next cycle.
I think it is too. Illuvium was coming out was supposed to come out, and I'll tell you what they did. They spent a ton of time or money rather on setting up their basically video promos, right? And they showed these graphics that were absolute insanity. Because I remember when we looked at it originally, we were like, bro, if this comes out, this is the first like AAA game, crypto game, right? Like blockchain game. And it looks super dope. They did a great job with that. If they're able to produce what that is, and then they're able to see, I think the capitalization though is going to come. I think it's going to come even more on the existing AAA games that involve crypto. Like I think what's the
GTA 6 is coming out.
GTA 6 is doing something.
And I'm sure they're going to incorporate something.
Fortnite, my 17-year-old nephew, I've been asking, like he used to play Call of Duty with me and we jump on there, did it, a very realistic war type game. And now when I ask him, like, what are all the high school kids playing? They're playing freaking Fortnite, bro.
Yeah, they're not playing Call of Duty anymore.
I was like, they're not playing Call of Duty? And he's like, no, they're playing Fortnite. And I'm thinking that as the games get better and better, it's unfortunate what I'm about to say, but people are becoming more and more just what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're just becoming more and more like hermit-like. They're in their home. You and I are able to hang out like this, right? We could just jump on like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Hey, let's jump on, blah, 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 whatever. We're able to virtually hang out so much that people are getting immersed in this virtual world. And so
Metaverse,
while I think it's going to be good, and I think the gaming tokens are going to do very well, I think that it actually is going to be a negative on our society. I think people more and more aren't able to communicate how they used to. Everybody's worried about what the next person's feelings are towards something. I'm not trying to get political. I'm just saying that factually, because the
Call
human interaction
are definitely
Amazon
not what they used to be.
No, my God, they were terrible. Amazon, everything to your house. Instacart, everything to your house. And people are becoming more and more. Yeah, every society is for sure
changing, right? Before we used to send mail on a horse, it would take weeks, right? You had to walk into the west, into the frontier, right? You're just like, hey, I just get up and move. Now you got to go to a real estate company and buy a house, right? And they tell you where you're allowed to go and where you're not allowed to do. So I think we're just entering a different era. It's very different from what we've known for a very long time. There's a big jump happening in cultural effect with this technology, right? We're becoming part of the technology. We go everywhere with our phones all the time. Our phone is attached to us. We're already having a
if I'm going to miss a meeting, I'm not going to miss a meeting because I'll tell you, hey, I'm going to be in my car, and I'm virtually on video still on. I mean, I would never drive and be on. I would never drive and be on video,
dude. Like, just how many times do you stand up from wherever you're at, whether you're at a dinner table or you're at a restaurant? You stand up. The first thing you do is check your pockets. Where's my phone? Oh, I have my phone.
And especially for me, because I keep mine as my wallet too. So I just, my phone's got to be. I just have to have it.
People are attached to their phone. Everyone is attached to their phone. And that's just going to be another step in heading into more and more technology, right? Whether it is the metaverse, whether it is more virtualization of everything, of socializing, of all these different things. It has its benefits. It has its negatives. Every technology can be great or can be severely abused. I just want to have a quick shout out to Karen here. She is definitely an OG. She says she remembers
Pinky Smalls, that trash horse.
We used to come on. We used to stream late at night, 10 o'clock at night, and just start playing some rounds of Zed Run and talking some crypto. Those were the days.
Guys, they made a mistake when they sent me some. I got to tell you guys what the mistake was here in just a second. But let me pull this out.
The mistake was, it looks like that trade was a mistake.
Oh yeah, we down on that trade? Are we getting crushed?
We were doing good. We were up like $10, and
what are we
down? So much. We're down like $6 right now.
Oh, okay. All right, so guys, as many of you know, Karate Combat, baby. Shout out to Karate Combat IFC. We got the gloves. Yes, guys, these things. I don't know if anybody's ever been hit with these, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a real deal knuckle sandwich. It's definitely gonna be the real deal. But I wanted to tell you that the problem, okay, got my gi here. All right, I'm not going to open this all the way. Well, I can open it partially here. So I got my gi, right? Pretty dope, right? Boom. Karate Combat. I'm going to come out, right, in the full gi. You can see the Karate Combat logo right over here, right? I'm going to come out in full gi. Then I'm going to rip this baby off. And we're going full shirtless with Keeper. So it's actually really dope. This is really nice material. It's dope. It's got the little Karate Combat logo on the back, whatever. But the mistake that I wanted you guys to see. Oh, hold on. Let me show you the pants first, too. Then the pants say Karate Combat on the legs.
They didn't send you Karate Combat Bicetto shorts?
No, I should have requested those, bro. The Bicetto shorts are crucial. Nobody's even gonna know what you're talking about, but yes. But here's the mistake.
If you ever see Nick outside the show at what the conference is, you'll know what they are. I'll point them out to you.
You'll point them out to. So here's the mistake, guys. It's right here. Why is this thing white? I ordered a black belt, bro. Black on black, baby. I don't get it. Like, they sent me a white belt. Now I've got to, be
you're like a noob, bro.
Oh, you don't just get to pick your color. I thought the guys just figured like, oh, I'm a purple belt. Oh, you just ordered that, right?
You wanted something that matched your eyes or something? Made your eyes pop
blue
more?
Belt. I'm a blue belt. That's right. No, obviously I'm totally kidding. Shout out to Karate Combat. Looking forward to the fight. It actually was funny in the fight chat. Somebody mentioned exactly what I was just saying. Like, hey, dude, what's wrong with this thing? I ordered a black belt. Looking forward to that. That's going to be in February, it looks like, out in the Dominican Republic. So I'll keep you guys updated. And if you do want to come out to meet up with myself and a number of the fighters, and then there's going to be a bunch of other influencers out there as well in Vegas, that's going to be December 14th. I'll make sure that you guys have that link. I'll be putting some stuff out. Follow us on Twitter, guys. We've been trying to continue to grow our Twitter following. Let me go ahead and pull this up right now. No, we don't need to see Blockchain Boy, although that's what that was. All right, so Crypto Wars OG. Let me zoom in on it for you. Crypto Wars OG right here. So if you're not following us on Twitter already, please do. That's where you're going to see a lot of the updates that are happening with the show. If we have a change in show time, anything else, what are we missing here?
Check this out. Check this comment out. Crypto Boil says you got a white belt because that's your degree in trading.
Burn, brother, burn.
Well, let me tell you, you know what else is burning?
Yeah,
This
our trade
is burning our
Dude, we're down
profits.
$18. You lose more than that in about 12 seconds earlier today on your
For sure, 100%. But I'm either I'm in or I'm out. Let's get it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing that trade profitable, baby. Hey, we've got two things also. So hang on, let me just throw out there for everybody. First of all, smash the like. We're about halfway through the show. We appreciate everybody for being here. Turn on the bell notifications, all the things, right? And if you are interested, two things: NFTs, 0.1 ETH. You literally, if you get myself or Crusader, you automatically come on the show to play Flipper Hodl. Okay, the next time we play, it's going to be for $2,900 and something, over $2,900. Super excited about that. You get 25% of the mint, and you get whatever if you get the winning trader, you get 25% of the mint, and you get whatever they are offering up as well, and you get to come onto the show. So if you grab the winning trader, I'm just telling you.
NFTs with more utility and value right now, let me tell you. Well, I know they're not as fancy as a Bored Ape or a mutant ape or whatever it is.
They're dope. But
they're
NFTs
definitely
dope.
giving some utility.
Pull one up.
Oh, pull one of the NFTs up?
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Pull up mine. Go for it. You want to show them mine? Or you want to show them yours?
Yeah, I'll show. Somebody already bought mine, so they can see it on OpenSea if they wanted to.
Oh, somebody could already see yours. Okay,
they could see
mine. Yeah, the NFTs are freaking dope too. So here, hold on a second. We're gonna pull one up and show it to you guys.
Here it is. Here we go.
All right. Here we go, baby.
This Keepers.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there. The CryptoKeeper. I like it a lot. I was really happy with it. Now they gave me, more of like
it looks like your beard. Your beard at the time was not. Your beard right now is a little puffy on the sides.
Bro.
At the time of the picture that you sent me, the sides of your beard were very low.
No, I know, and I'm looking a little bit more Amish right now. I need to fix that. I'm gonna have them trim this
more Amish.
I'm gonna trim. I like my guy to fade it in a little bit more, but yeah, the NFTs are awesome, guys. We'd love for you guys to scoop one up. And
we're trying to provide as much value and utility as possible.
I mean, ultimately, we're selling them at 0.1.
Somebody's going to be able to say, hey, I was there for season 2 of Trading Wars when we're 50, 60 seasons in.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so two things going on in the crypto markets. Let's keep an eye on that trade. How are we doing with the trade, first of all?
Not bueno.
What are we down?
Down $20.
We're down $20 on a $15,000 trade. That was the problem. I put 150K. It was supposed to be 15. Guys, accidentally put an extra zero there, or maybe just thought we had more liquidity, Crusader.
We did yesterday.
I know we did yesterday. That was yesterday. This is today. Also, the other thing that I was going to say before I jump into the next bit of conversation is super chats. We've had a couple of them today. Shout out to everybody that is looking to get on the wheel and come on and play Flipper Hodl for that $2,900. Every dollar gets you on the wheel. And again, we're not trying to beat that into the ground. We literally just want to give away money.
Just giving you opportunities, because as this thing escalates, right, and it continues to grow and grow and grow, and there's more money on the table, more people are going to be dropping super chats. More people are going to be competing, right? It's like the lottery.
When the bull market hits and we're doing this, it's going to be
nobody
insanity.
plays the lottery until it's $1 billion, right? Then everybody plays it thinking they're going to win. It's like, no, your chances of winning are dramatically less now of getting the opportunity to win. Same thing, right? Your chances of getting on the show become less as more money comes on and more people jump on.
Just throwing it out there that bro definitely made that NFT with AI. Keeper got 6 fingers, bro. Did you it's the one he found the there was one thing about that NFT that we were like, yeah, we did use AI to
100%. If anybody thinks I'm out here fucking drawing these people,
think we drew that? No, not at all. Definitely used AI, and it was the one thing that we were like, but it's so it's so minuscule. You got to look at it for a second,
dude. Talking about 6 fingers,
and I only have 5 on each hand, guys.
Brought up. People are literally buying these little rings that are a finger, right? It's a ring, and then it's an extra finger hovering over your finger. People are buying these things.
Like this?
Yeah. People are buying these things and putting them on their hands. So when they're being surveillanced, right, and through video or images of them committing any type of illicit activity, they can say in court that is AI generated, that is not actually them, because one of the distinctive features is it can't do hands properly.
It can't do hands.
So if in the video it looks like you have extra fingers or extra stuff that you don't have, you can debate, according to them, that it is AI generated and is not actually you.
It is going to be
what a wild world do we live in.
That's what I was saying. We are getting into a whole new world, as they said. What was the
New World?
No, the whole a whole new world. Little Mermaid sings the song "A Whole New World." I believe. Or no. Aladdin. Is it Aladdin or Little Mermaid?
I don't know.
Tell me, chat. A Whole New World, is that Aladdin or Little Mermaid?
I think it is Aladdin. It's not Mermaid.
I think it's Little Mermaid, because I think she's coming out of the water. Yeah, I think.
No,
chat,
I think it's Aladdin.
Somebody knows.
I think it's Aladdin when they're traveling on the magic carpet.
Maybe.
I think it's Aladdin.
That's why
my wife would definitely know. She is like Disney.
They're all saying Aladdin. They're all saying Aladdin. Okay. They're all saying Aladdin. Okay. All right. I stand corrected. Well, at least it was my last, I threw that out there. All right. So check this out, guys. Ultimately, we got two things that we want to talk about. Let's talk first about the trade.
Drop down, baby. Come on. Go down.
Go in the wrong direction.
To our break-even point.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, bro. If we start breaking this structure here, we're gonna pump, bro. We're gonna hit that stop loss.
Oh God. Tell me, do we have a stop in there?
Yeah, I do. It's right here. This line.
Is that a liquidation point or a stop?
No, that is a stop loss. I'm not that much of a degen, bro.
BitMEX founder Arthur Hayes. U.S. treatment of CZ Binance is absurd. In a lengthy essay, Hayes argued that $4.3 billion fine levied by U.S. authorities against Binance was arbitrary. So check this out. There's one part of this that I really want to get to, right? So Arthur Hayes has argued that the Binance and its former CEO, obviously CZ, were singled out for absurd punishments at the hands of the legal system. The $4.3 billion fine levied against the exchange was disproportionately harsh compared to the treatment of the too big to fail banks responsible for the 2007-2008 financial crisis. They got a free pass to prosecute, because to prosecute them would threaten the banking system. All right, let's start with that. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, the 2007-2008 banking crisis was, if you paid any attention to it, there's a yeah, exactly. Was predatory lending, centered around predatory lending. They would give anybody with a heartbeat a loan. And Crusader and I were talking about it earlier. At the bottom bottom, they might not have known the implications of it, but the upper tiers were allowing the bottom tiers to give out these loans, to falsify documents, to say, oh, well, you actually make this much money per hour. They're not going to ask for verification. Okay. So this is how you're going to, and they would walk people through. And I know this for a fact. Okay. They would walk people through how to actually get a home, even though these people did not qualify for a home. So it was at the hands of fraudsters that the financial collapse happened. And basically nobody was held accountable. All of the banks got bailed out. And so what he's suggesting here is...
But they're trying to protect the investors.
Yeah, but they're trying to protect people, right? But what he's suggesting here is that, well, CZ is not part of the banking cartel or the club that they want him to be a part of. He threatens that club. So therefore, we are going to club him. We are going to hit him with a $4.3 billion fine. We're going to hit him with jail time. We're going to give him all of this stuff. Talk to me about The Big Short, Crusader. Like, the things that happened in that movie obviously were true. We were talking about a little bit before the show. Like, how does that play in and kind of go with what we're talking about here?
Dude, it's all the Fugazi, right? They can prop up markets. Like you said, he's not part of the club, right? He doesn't have membership to the club that they're part of. And if you're some type of rival to that club, they're going to take you out one way or another. And obviously we saw BlackRock moving into crypto, aka now Binance has got to get out. And this whole system of The Big Short, right? When they were literally propping up the loans, they were talking about AAA loans and double B loans. Or stuff. They were literally putting a bunch of Fugazi loans together and then giving it a new rating. Oh, now it's a AAA because it's got all these other loans in it. But all those other loans were terrible loans too. So they literally were able to prop up a market that was more than due for a correction for the longest amount of time ever. And once it collapsed, like you said, no prosecution of any of the banks or any of these companies doing any of this fraudulent activity, giving out these loans that destroyed people's lives.
Of
But they
course.
always remind you that they're always working hard to protect the investors. Where were they back then? Oh, clearly not when it comes to the housing market. Clearly,
Nope.
because they're part of the club, they can, scam people out of their money. They can rug pull people. Not crypto though, because if you're in crypto and you're not part of them, then now you got to get protected, right?
Yep.
So now you got to go and make sure you follow whatever rules they decide.
Yeah, and so now we have these new financial markets, which is crypto, and whether people want to admit it or not, the same
We're about to get
people
stopped out.
are we? Okay. Those same people that are talking so much trash about crypto are in the background making money trading crypto. Okay. They're playing these markets as well. It was just like when Jamie Dimon from Chase was telling everybody, I'll fire you if you're trading, if you are trading or holding Bitcoin. And the same man was busy loading up through various different activities on Bitcoin. Come on, baby, go the other way.
Yeah, a
And
long way
and
to
it's
go.
just disgusting to me because it is literally as simple as rules for thee and not for me. And we made the club, we created the club, we are the club. You crypto investors are not the club, but we want to protect you. We want to protect you. So we're going to go after the big bad man that made this exchange. Now, am I saying that I think that CZ is totally innocent? I don't know all of the information. I don't.
Probably not, right?
There's
He
probably
probably isn't.
stuff that absolutely right. Big money comes
Of
in.
course.
There's opportunities, but
He created a whole sector and a whole industry, right? When there was nothing
when there wasn't
before it.
there,
So, like, obviously, that was built upon, stepping on some toes. Let's put it that way, right? On different countries, different rules, different, because there is no regulation. There still isn't any regulation. So it's like, am I going to wait an eternity for you to tell me? No, I'm just going to do it. And then we'll figure it out later, right? But FTX completely rug pulled for billions of dollars. The SEC, Gary Gensler, was meeting with this fool multiple times.
They were
No
buddy
big deal.
buddy.
They waited until the rug was pulled to then be like, okay, now we got to protect investors.
Yep.
We got to protect them now, right? Binance hasn't rug pulled anybody. Have they stepped on some toes of some big players or some countries? Possibly, right? Has done some fraudulent activity or whatever? Possibly. But like any other bank, when they're caught laundering money for cartels or any other organization that is an illegal activity, they just pay a fine and they keep on operating. So why treat it any different now because it's Binance, because it's crypto related, right? Why treat FTX, right? Let's compare apples to apples here. FTX rug pulled. They knew FTX personally, had a relationship with FTX, let it happen. Then they came after him. Binance hasn't done anything. Now they want to drop the hammer on him, right? Like why?
Let's go one more step. See, you mentioned this earlier. CZ is from China, I believe, right?
China.
Nobody's getting extradited from China. He's a multi-billionaire, became one of the more wealthy men in the world, very quickly went from nobody to really somebody. Why do you think he came back here?
That sounds weird to me. Dude, it makes no sense to me. I think this is part
he
of...
wouldn't have even had to hide in China.
I think the only reason why he's coming forward and letting this happen and letting himself get resigned from Binance, and obviously he's got a ton of crypto. Obviously he's got a ton of money. Obviously he's not going to be missing out. He's going to be taking a vacation.
They're fining him personally $50 million.
Yeah, that's nothing, right? Like that's a sip of water for him. But I think this is his initiation to the club. It's like, hey, if you do this, if you come and participate and do these things, right, you will be one of us now. You will now be taken care of and join the family, right? I think that's
you think they're gonna usher him in to the club?
They're ushering him in, whether it's him personally or his company, right? This has to be some type of initiation process, because why? You are a multi-billionaire. You can go right back to your home country of China and chill out and say, hey, SEC, suck it, right? Like you can't do nothing about it. You ain't gonna touch me. And okay, Binance US, we'll pull out of the United States. Who cares? US customers are still gonna use VPNs. They're still gonna jump onto Binance. And you know what? I don't have to report to you or none of you American fools and continue making a boatload of money. and never have to see any jail time. So the fact that he's doing this, he's willingly coming here, went to Washington or whatever it was that he went to, letting himself get arrested, all these things makes no sense.
Check this out. Yeesh. 50 million. That's like 5 XRP when the Federal Reserve adopts.
That's right. That's exactly it. You know how much XRP that guy already has? A ton of it.
Oh, he only needs 5. That's right. When the Fed adopts it, it's going to 10 million, baby. Yeah, smash the like if you haven't already, fam. We appreciate everybody for being here on a Tuesday. Trade is kind of going against us as of now. I think we started to move back in the other direction, but we're we got a big green candle. It's just gonna hunt our stop. I think that is the way.
Should have gone long.
This
bro.
is the way.
I told you we were gonna bounce. Told you we were gonna bounce off the support area.
You know what? It could have gone the other way, and we could have,
For
totally. Sure. We'll see how long the trade stays open or doesn't stay open. I see it getting ready to.
I don't think it's gonna survive much longer.
No, you're on the 1 minute, right?
Yeah, this is the 1 minute.
Short of us getting a nice little turnaround right now, yes, it will probably hunt and find our stop loss, but that is what it is. So now another person. Okay, well, reminder: NFTs. I know we've been harping on it. NFTs, 0.1 ETH. We've got the QR code if you guys want to check that out. Boom, the NFTs are dope. Come on to the show. We're going to be giving away 2,900. Somebody's going to have the opportunity to win 2,900. Then the next time it'll be whatever the number is raised after that. Excuse me. That number is going to get exponentially bigger until somebody wins the entire amount. Then it'll go back to 1,000, and we'll go on from there. So every dollar of a super chat that you guys give, also just a reminder, puts you on the wheel. We got a few people on the wheel from today, so thank you guys for that. We appreciate it. Looking forward to having somebody come on and win some money. All right, so let's talk Richard Hart.
Wait, before we do that, there's a good comment here. There's a good comment. It says, what are our thoughts on the CME gap from March at 20,300? Historically, all of them are filled minus the one from 2020 at 11K. Do you think the 20K gap will be filled? I don't think so. I think we're
if you would have asked me 60 days, 45 days ago, I would have told you yes.
Yeah, not even, right? The big pump came in like the end of October 20 something.
I would have told you 45 days ago. Yes. Yeah. I don't know, dude.
I don't think
that's literally a 50% drop almost from here. It's about a 40% drop.
Which is possible, right? Bitcoin has done that before, but I think at this stage of the game, I don't see us dropping to 20K, right? But when everybody starts thinking one thing, the opposite happens. But personally, I'm not a big believer on the CME gaps. Like, okay, like religiously, it has to fail, so we have to go back to 20K.
No,
absolutely not. I think the majority of them, like statistically, always, it's never 100% thing. Yeah. So the fact that we missed one at 20K, it's no big deal. I don't think it's something to harp on. If we start approaching, mid 20s or high 20s, maybe it's something to reevaluate at that time. But I think you should just take it level by level. Don't worry about 20K. We're almost at 40K right now. So like,
there's a number of CME gaps. There's not just one that didn't get filled, by the way. There's been a number of them, but historically, the majority of them do get filled. That is a correct statement in that regard.
For sure.
I think that would be such a big drop from where we're at right now. I just personally don't see that happening.
I mean, look, Binance, right? Binance is being taken down right now, right? With this whole situation. Where's the big dump, right? This would have been something that during the bull run, or like we saw last year with FTX, would have been a catalyst event to dump the markets. And Bitcoin hasn't really dumped anything with this situation happening.
Because I think people realize on the macro level where this is headed. And so maybe, and we've talked about this before, this might be the reason that this is the last bull run where we're going to see, massive. I think it's going to start to slow down. It has to at some point. When you get into the trillions and trillions of dollars with market cap, it has to slow down, because you can't have trillions flowing in and trillions flowing out at any sort of a quick rate. It's like not going to happen like that.
I think if the ETFs really take off the way I think it is, and the super cycle happens, I don't think we go below 100K.
I don't think that's going to happen again. But
people are being wildly conservative with Bitcoin. I mean,
because they've seen what's happened so much in the past.
People are dumb. Our stop just got hit. We are officially stopped out. Dun, dun, dun. It's over,
Well,
guys. We
guys,
should have longed.
Keeper's
We
0 for
should've
1
longed.
today. Crusader's 0 for something
Like 10.
today.
0 for 10.
0 for 10. 0 for 10. But show up to Trading Wars because we've got your entertainment. No, guys, sign up in the chat. I just want to throw this out there that ZoomX is giving away $1,000 to somebody that beats the trading teams. The trading teams are
Somebody
both
got it
in the negative.
last season.
Somebody won $1,000 last season. Somebody's going to win $1,000 this season. And with the teams being in the negative because of how difficult it is with them having to trade during that time frame, the things that we're doing, guys, jump in, put a little money in, make some trades, and have some fun with it, and win yourself $1,000. We want to give that away too. So we're waiting for to see who wins that. I also want to say we are going to be, as you guys are paying attention, we are going to be more and more gamifying Trading Wars. We've had some conversations in the background. We want to, so it's a great show. A lot of people love it. There's a lot of people that tune in. It's fun. You can trade against the traders. We have fun talking some trash back and forth with the teams, but we are going to be gamifying this a lot more. You guys have seen the Flipper Hodl, like the game show, right? We want this to still be live trading, live action, where you can learn, where you can see what's going on with trading.
But because we are,
show. Yeah, because we are putting them in really harsh positions. We're not just like saying, hey, who's the best trader? Because the reality is you got to have some balls to do, like, to genuinely jump into some of these trades. And so we want to incentivize, and are going to incentivize, some of these different moves as we push forward.
That's right. We want to push them to their limits, take on a little bit more risk, make a little bit more of a wilder trade, and maybe get some type of lifeline bonus back to help them out for accomplishing those things, right? For rewarding the risk, rewarding the accomplishment, so that the traders aren't so conservative. We understand, right? The traders come on, nobody wants to look bad, and we don't want them to look bad, but we want them to also have fun, right? This is a show, a competition, but at the rate that it's going, it's just a matter of, like, let's amp up the antes a little bit, right? Let's make things a little bit more interesting here. Instead of throwing a big curveball that will make them look negative, we're going to throw them a curveball that can make them look very good by giving them bonuses.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So like we said, we've been conscientiously revamping things about the show. We rebranded to Crypto Wars. Obviously, the vests all make sense with our NFT project, but now really makes sense with what we're doing here. We've got Trading Wars going on. We just really want to be something different for each and every one of you. We also realize that we're here to not only talk about crypto, but we're also here for entertainment purposes, right? We want you guys to have fun. We want you to have a reason to tune in. So we're going to be, we're going to be continuing to tweak and have fun with
the world. Needs a good crypto show. I don't think the world has that yet. I think we have
careful,
some of the
careful. You might have some other content creators watching. It might piss somebody off.
I hope they're watching. Y'all suck. No, just kidding. They don't, but it's just different, right? There's a lot of
Honest up in the house. One of my team members right here says, I'm in profit. And I love the show.
After I throw this guy a bone, I'm like, all right, guy, here. Take the guy that's taking the most profit in my team. Sure, why not? But we've replicated the Fox News, right? The CNNs of crypto, of news world, right? In crypto, right? Just news reporting. But crypto deserves a lot more than just news reporting, and it deserves game shows. It deserves entertainment. It deserves competitions, right? And that's the twist that we're bringing to the space that no one else is really doing. Everyone is copy and pasting the news thing, right? We do news too. There's nothing wrong with that, but we need to dig deeper and create more as creators than just following the status quo.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are just flat out doing the news. So we wanted to bring something different to you. We wanted to be entertaining while still being able to educate and help you guys make some money. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot more uploaded content coming from us. We are going to be doing some of the portfolio stuff, but we're trying to put a little bit of a different twist on that to kind of have fun with. There's just a lot going on that we're really conscientiously trying to drive towards being the channel for all of you. And there's a lot of you that follow us and have followed us for a long time. We appreciate all the support. We want to continue to grow. So listen, follow us on Twitter, follow us on all of our socials. Make sure to share out our tweets when you see our tweets. If you could retweet them, that would be fantastic. There's a lot of people out there that want to see something different but don't know what they want, so we're trying to provide that. Wick said, yeah, but y'all are the crypto gladiators.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I like that
a lot. I like that a lot. So look, there's some different ideas here, right? So viewer interaction on taking trades, possibly a lot of ways to make it super awesome. We've talked about that. We've talked about, we don't want to give away too many surprises, but we've talked about, giving basically an incentive on, hey, here's your options on a trade. Take your pick here, or maybe we force that pick in some sort of way. I don't want to give away too many things, but you get a bonus, you get a multiplier if you do right. If you take the trade that effectively we toss out there. Honest said short on bit. Look at that thing turning back around after we got stopped out.
Now you know what it's like to be me, bro. Every time you go one way, it hunts your stop, stops you out, and then goes, all right, now let's do it. Now let's actually go that direction.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's actually stop hunting or whether it's
not, but it's just
no. I know it's not, but it feels like that.
That's what it feels like.
Part of it, the stop's nice to have. The stop's nice to have in there, but I know why a lot of traders don't like to put stops as well if they're sitting at their computer, because if they believe in the trade on a longer time frame, if they're able to be more patient on the actual trade, because it's really hard to nail down exact entry, exact exit. But if they know the overall trend that they believe, they have confluence in different areas of the charts, boom, it all makes sense, and they're able to, to watch that. Also, somebody said in the chat, Remy said those market makers are ruthless, and they are, and they're able to see
savages.
Yes, they're able to see what's going on. Last thing, I know we've gone a little bit over on the show today, but I do want to touch this. Richard Hart. I have talked for a long time about Richard Hart. Right. And he has been, I'm trying to find the right here. Here's the article. Where in the world is Hex founder Richard Hart? The SEC has been trying and apparently failing to hunt controversial Hex founder Richard Hart for months. The United States is searching far and wide for Richard Hart. The controversial crypto founder is charged months ago with orchestrating an illegal $1 billion securities scheme. In July, they accused Hart, whose actual name is Richard Schuler, for violating securities laws by selling and promoting a cryptocurrency Hex that he promised holders would become, and I've heard him say this word for word, the highest appreciating asset that has ever existed in the history of man. Now, lawyers for the SEC have informed a federal judge they haven't even been able to serve Hart in the case, the first step to getting proceedings off the ground. All right, so he lives, or has been known to live, I think, in like Finland or something like that, but he's been super secretive. It actually talks about in the article where when he did a couple interviews recently, the interviews were in a secret underground bunker where people were basically escorted there, but didn't really know where they were going. I don't know if he blindfolded them, what, but he's super secretive about it. I have thoughts on that. I don't mind privacy, right? I'm not going to put my address out here in the chat right now, right? I totally believe that we all need that layer of privacy, that layer of security. Okay, cool. But there is a reason that the man that has an asset that is down over 99%, that people had been telling you for a long time. Listen, there was a 50 at one point, I don't know how long this was, but at one point there was a 50% penalty for pulling any assets that you staked. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you're trying to take profits, you're trying to sell, and you're going to penalize me 50% of my bag for that. Dude, this has been a scam from start to freaking finish. I told people for a long time, do not get involved in this, do not get involved in this, do not get involved in this. You got so many hexagons that believe the man that has a glowing Louis Vuitton bag, gold Gucci shoes, like all of this craziness.
I've changed my mind a little bit with these types of things, right? It's okay to get involved with Hex, right? It's okay to get involved in some of these meme coins. Meanwhile, you consciously
know what you're doing,
what it is that you're signing up for, right? You know that this thing is a house of cards, that at any moment the rug can be pulled from under you, and boom, you got rug pulled. It's all over. But the fact that people drink the Kool-Aid and start worshiping this guy Richard Hart, just so they worship Ripple and XRP, right? And believe that they are the end all be all. There's no other way. There's no way it can be wrong. Is the problem, right? Meanwhile, hey, this is, I'm gonna ride the wave here. This thing has potential to move. I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna throw a little bit of money at it. It's gonna explode, right? People became hexagon millionaires, right? If they ever pulled out profits, some of them did, made a lot of money. But be conscious. Don't lie to people and tell them, yeah, get in. This is the best thing ever. Never pull out. No, it's 100% a Ponzi. It's 100% a house of cards. It's not going to be sustainable. We saw it in the DeFi sector, right? We saw with the Time Wonderland and all these things happening where it's like you're making 80,000 APY. No, it's
like
not
how sustainable is that?
For sure. Some
and
people
we knew that
in.
when we got into it, right?
Yeah,
like
people jumped in early, right? I'm sure they made money the first month, maybe even the second month before it exploded and everybody found out about it. But when everybody finds out, the house of card falls and it's over. So just be aware and be transparent about what you're really part of. Yeah. Don't drink the Kool-Aid and try to spread that Kool-Aid to other participants.
When people say DYOR, this is a great example. Like if you looked at it as an opportunity and there was a reason that you thought you could get in, make some money and get out, I have no problem with that. There's people that do a lot of activities that I wouldn't get involved in that ultimately they've done really well with, whether they were good, bad, or indifferent. That's just a fact. But if you get into it because Crusader or somebody told you, right? You wouldn't hear this from Crusader, but because somebody told you that it was the best asset on planet Earth and it was going to change your life and all of these things, that's where the problem lies. And you have to be able to look at and call a spade a spade. If something seems too good to be true, I got news for you. Here, let me
1,000%.
It is. It is.
Always. No,
it's always, dude.
Guaranteed.
Nothing's that easy.
Guaranteed.
Nothing's that easy. When looking back on some decisions that I made earlier in my life, I was like, oh, this is really easy money to make. Yeah, you have dues to pay that go along with that, by the way, too. When you're making easy money, there's a problem somewhere, right? Like it just, no matter what you're doing, if it's just too simple, promise you, you're going to pay dues.
Too simple on the downside and too great on the upside.
Yes.
This is a great comment here. It says, love this debate against Peter Schiff. This is one of the problems. He's a great debater.
Have you seen it? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that debate itself. But I should watch it
because it was entertaining as hell.
And that's the thing, right? He's a charismatic guy. He's very, very well spoken, right? He can speak very well, debate you on any topic when it comes to crypto, and probably destroy you, right? And they're like, oh, this guy's so smart. There's no way he could be wrong that he is creating the world's best asset ever and is going to duplicate everything on Ethereum and show how great his thing is. But make sure you just never sell it.
Yeah.
You just can't.
You got to hold it forever.
You got to
buy it, hold it forever. And as long as more people keep buying it, we're going to
be great.
Maybe. Simple. Yeah, it's just too good to be true. So,
but this is also a good example. Guy with a lot of money doing things he ain't supposed to. He ain't gonna show up, right?
No, hell.
Why? Why is CZ showing up? Why is CZ just giving himself up to these people? Why is he not doing what he did?
It is interesting.
He can go, obviously, and CZ has the advantage. He can go to China. He is a citizen of there,
that's my understanding,
with no problem.
Yeah.
And no extradition is possible.
Yeah.
I get it. Other people are, scattered around and trying to just get that benefit. Maybe they can't before they get caught. But why would CZ give himself up? This is something to look at. This is something to just not ignore. Like, oh yeah, they really dropped the hammer on him. Poor guy.
Yeah.
He just there's something else.
Part of a bigger game
here,
plan.
and we're gonna find out obviously at some point later down the line. Like, oh, I see what happened there. Right. We won't find out for anytime soon, but we will at some point.
Just like Karen said, the whole CZ thing seems off.
Yes.
And it does.
Yes.
And it really does. There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of things in, our world today. I don't think we had this conversation the other day, and we'll kind of wrap things up, but I had this conversation recently over at my brother-in-law's house, and he was talking about, like, do you think that the world is more corrupt right now than it was 100 years ago? And I would argue that it's not. I would just argue that the information is out there in a way that it's never been out there before, and it spreads like wildfire, and the information is actually digital, and it can get from point A to point B immediately, and information is just traveling at light speed, right? The reality is it didn't used to be like that. So you could slow down. You could literally change something in the process of information getting from point A to point B. Like the whole thing is
people didn't even know that FDR was in a wheelchair, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the president for like 20 years or some crap. Like, and nobody knew this guy was in a wheelchair.
Definitely wasn't the president for 20 years. But yes, he was
for a long time. For a long time.
Yeah.
And nobody knew this guy was in a wheelchair.
Exactly. And so that's not the world we live in today. And so I think we're going to continue to see as we press farther and farther into this digital age, more and more of the good and the bad. And I think that the bad that comes along with it is going to be more detrimental than I think we're going to see more good or more bad come of all of the digital age and the AI and the things that come along with it than we are going to see good. I really do.
It depends. It just depends on how it gets abused, right? If they abuse it and they make it bad, it can be, right? Like look at Elon's Neuralink, right? In first look, it is a great technology, making people that are paralyzed walk, making people that maybe had a stroke and don't have access to the left side of their body, right? To be able to re-exercise that and be able to access that through hacking the brain and going around your physical problem and actually making your body come back to whatever dealing with all kind of mental issues, with the whole dementia and all this stuff, right? Great technology. Now they dump it into your head, and then they'll start seeing your thoughts. They start, releasing chemicals from the little thing in your head to make you think a certain way, to docile you to whatever, and then things get ugly. But it's a great technology. It helps a ton of people, but obviously they always gotta sprinkle in something that's gonna screw you in the long term. But
it's always how people use the pew-pews are a tool that can be used for lots of great things, and then there's going to be people that are not going to use them correctly, and that's just a fact, and that's the world that we live in. So
100%.
Well, Crypto Fam, we went a little bit long today. We love you guys. We appreciate you for being here. If you haven't signed up on our ZoomX link, make sure to start trading underneath us. It is one way you can support the show. We do make a few dollars off of people trading. Like that's no big secret here. We'd love for you guys to trade underneath us.
But we want somebody to win $1,000.
But we want somebody to win $1,000. That's really the hard, cold truth of it, is that we want somebody to win $1,000. We also want people to come on and play Flip or Hodl and win some money that way. Like we are actively trying.
This is the Discord link right here, right now. Obviously, the Discord still needs restructuring. I will be working on it this week, but you can still jump in now, start getting familiar with people and start talking to people, hanging out. Obviously, I'm going to be restructuring. It's going to look very different by next week, give or take. But nonetheless, you'll still already be in Discord.
And if you guys have anybody in particular, we're finishing up the lineup for season 3. But if you have anyone in particular that you really want to see trading on season 3, add us on Twitter. We're paying attention to X, the X platform.
I call it Twitter, bro. Whoever calls it X is a D-bag. It's Twitter.
Whatever it is. At any of it, add us on there and let us know who you'd like to see, because we still have a couple spots that we are trying to fill. So we'd love to hear from you.
Dude, you know what we should do?
What?
Now that we went a little long, you know what this reminded me of? What? It reminded me of the early days when we used to be on TikTok and we used to go live for like 2-3 hours at a time. Bro, I think at some point we should do a marathon and see how long we can go on the show, trading, degening, buying NFTs, whatever it is, looking up
just
news, researching
all things crypto,
playing Flip and Hodl, doing all the things that we do, just as long as we can. See how long it was.
We're gonna. It's probably
6 hours, 12 hours.
It probably would need to be a Saturday.
Well, yeah. Obviously,
it probably needs to be a Saturday. I'd be down to do it, chat. If you guys like the idea, let us know.
Go for a little marathon, see how far we can take it.
Yeah, we could do all things crypto. We could do an educational piece.
Yeah, we can search up some cryptos, do some research, figure out, talk a bunch of different coins, look at some meme coins, look at DEX tools, look at some trading opportunities, just everything and everything.
I mean, if it was a marathon, we could probably bring some. If we had a heads up, we could have some people jump on. We could definitely have fun with that. So I'm down. We could do something. I know that I want to. Twitch streamers go for days straight. Yeah, that's right. Crazy. I know that I want to get that. I want to start giving away that money on Flipper Hodl. I think the numbers as they get bigger and bigger, the people are going to be able to take some bank offers, which I think honestly is the smart thing to do, right? It is, because it's very hard to win.
Dude, $300.
It just is.
$300, right? And you're on the show for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you just quickly, we're talking about Flipping Hodl right now. Just let the people know, if you guys are following any project or anything that you think might want to, advertise a little bit or whatever, tag them in our Flipping Hodl post.
Yeah, that's the way we're paying for it.
Or send us a DM or whatever on Twitter and let us know so we can get in connection with them. Right. The whole thing is we're trying to find as many sponsors as we can to keep the show running.
Yeah.
Right.
We obviously don't
come
have
from somewhere.
Yeah, we obviously don't have endless funds just to drop in ourselves and continue to give away thousands and thousands of dollars. So that is the way that we are able to play the game. It's the way we're able to give it away to you guys. And I will tell you that if anybody in the chat is all worried about getting a volatile token, I want to tell you two things. First thing is, the reality is there can be a ton of potential upside. The second thing is, I'm just going to tell y'all,
ain't nobody forcing you to hold it.
That nobody's forcing you to hold that. And when this number gets really big, I'm going to let you know, like, let me just say it this way. The dollar amount that you're going to get is going to be the amount. Like, it is going to be that amount. We're not like sending you like a bunch of,
if it gets up to like 10 grand,
like a lot of it's going to be stable coins. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, nobody's going to get 10 grand in 20,000 different tokens or however
many
tokens it took us to get.
It's going to be a whole lot of stable coins, and then whatever sponsors on that show,
small percentage of that token.
Yeah, so I just want to encourage people that to know
you're not going
to have to pay like $1 million gas fees because we sent you 68 different tokens and you've got to add tokens to MetaMask and do all this craziness, dude. I don't want to scare people, because think about it. Right now, we've had Ben token come on. Right, we've had Bullish come on, and as we have these more tokens come on, people might be thinking, and I just want to be clear about it.
Am I going to get like 5 different tokens?
Am I going to get multiple different tokens and have to filter through all of that? No. So, all right, Crypto Fam, we love you guys. Just remember, question everything,
trust nothing,
and until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.